Today's side quest is a bit different and welcome to another video. Today I'll be talking about my birthday because I've turned 30, my therapy journey and learning how to navigate ADHD and autism. So strap yourselves in, salutations, seeker of excitement and thrills, you're watching another Amethyst ADV video. And today you're going to witness some Fall Guys in the background because I've got a lot of victories under my belt and we're going to get to the nitty gritty of IRL side questing. Well, how do I feel this year? This year has been a lot of ups and downs. And I finally come to terms with facing crippling depression, burnout, anxiety, and more for the last at least 15 to 20 years. And so this year I decided to run into therapy for depression, burnout, trauma therapy, all that combined in a 17-week trajectory that has propelled me into the newest phase of my life. But let's start with the positive though. I've turned 30 on the 11th of August and I went to a lovely city with my wonderful husband and we had a good time there. After that we had some great dinner, all you can eat of course because the Dutch are cheap as they always are, but it was marvelous. Such a small thing, and maybe a little party will happen later on when I've had more time to recover, as my journey only finished up in July. So it's been a year of weird mixes, and finally I'm getting to grasp with content creation. I've got a lot of plans lined up which I'm currently developing so that we're en route for at least the next year. So what can you expect more? Loads of things really. What's most hard for me or most difficult was to combine any form of content creation with this therapy. I tried to do it as much as I can because gaming is my passion, it's my hobby. I've played over 1,000 games, I've got tens of thousands of hours clocked, and I have a key passion of entertaining people. In this case the best way I know is through gaming. So what you can see here is in my off time I don't like to do many performance-based games like Fortnite or something, but just a little bit more downshift. Fall Guys is one of them. I just recently picked it back up because there's a lot more. It's got a ranked system now and things are going quite well. Didn't expect a lot of victories in that either, so it's been going well. What can you expect from me? In the upcoming year, of course, loads of playthroughs are coming out. So that is Dragon Quest, Chrono Trigger currently on the horizon, but also Final Fantasy, SUIKODEN and Starleap, of course, which is coming. But there's so many more games that I have ready for you in the next 6 to 12 months. And if you have suggestions, then let me know in the comments what you would like to see. I'm all up for it. Any form of games. But of course, the main brand is of course the RPGs. But I don't shun away from things like Fall Guys, Fortnite and so on. But of course it all depends on how I feel. Everything I do now is based on feeling. And I didn't expect therapy to work as much as it did. What is working now is that I'm much more calm, much more developed. I take more time for stuff, I don't rush. It's not like I have a morning rush and I have to do all of these 27,000 things at the same time because that is just impossible. I tried to, but it exhausted me, gave me breakdown physically and mentally, up to the point where I wasn't capable of functioning. I had to put down my work. I'm shifting into new work as we speak. I've got time to look for it, develop. After 11 years of customer service work, I'm now shifting into something completely new. Might be in IT, it might be in education, something to do with my languages because I speak English, French, German, Dutch, and Spanish, and I've learned so much more throughout the years. So I'm working on that as well. So basically, now that I've turned 30, I said, let's level up this son of a gun. And the next 365 days, we're going to make it count, we're going to make it work, and I'm just going to start doing what I love most. So what did I learn from routines? I learned most especially with my case because I've officially after 30 years been diagnosed with ADHD and autism, is that I always started out the days fresh, straight out of the gate, let's go. But that doesn't work. I always went into my office editing, recording, game, or going into work then I have to do so much more. So instead of that, now I wake up earlier and I start off with my mediocre, medium difficulty cleaning tasks like dusting, vacuuming, doing the toilet, which is a part of that as well. So I did that, and then I can forgo with my day. And the first thing I do is I either take a walk or I go into self-care mode, which is like making sure my skincare is done, or trying to have a walk, go to workout, something that gets me moving but that doesn't slow me down throughout the day. And after I've done that, I go into breakfast mode, because I've found out that as soon as I eat breakfast, that's where my problems start, because then the digestion system starts and I'm unable to carry out any other tasks. So that's the way it goes. I've done maintenance in the house or cleaning tasks that were abstained from for years, and I guess in around 2-3 weeks everything is up to par from things that were down and out since 2021, and I've not looked back since. And now I can and clean it and it looks good. My gaming room, the office, revamped. Yeah, this is what I want. Every challenge that I go through, when I fall back, I have these days where it's all negative and basically life sucks. But then I remind myself, okay, get something positive from memory. There was such a tense, lovely event with friends, somebody that I care for, that I want to make myself push through to show them that I care for myself mostly, because I didn't care for myself. I cared about everybody else except me. Now priority number one is me, and then I can look after everyone else. So I'm doing that right now, and it feels good, it feels clean, feels nice, and so I'm working on that. Do you struggle with ADHD or autism, or like me with ADHD? Then how do you tackle your day? Is there anything specific that you pursue or do that helps you out? Let me know in the comments as well. I'd love to hear from you on that. But yeah, therapy is ongoing. I've been out a month, but for 17 weeks straight, I had 3 to 5 appointments. It was something intense, but it helped me in the long run. I'm so thrilled that has gone well. Next up is my self-care, my personal health, my physical health, which had deteriorated over the years, and now finally we can work on that. So I'm really happy with that. Yeah, that's basically my IRL update. So turned 30 this week. My whiteboard was full of tasks, and new tasks pile on, but I'm able to carry them out one by one. And if I don't manage it, I'm always able to ask for help. I never ask for help, not even from my husband or my partner or my parents or whoever I needed to ask help from. I never did. Now I say, I can't do this. I step back. I can't do it again. Help me. I would like you to do this. Or in the way somebody responds to me, okay, I'm not neurotypical, I'm neurodivergent. This is how it's easier for you to address me, so I don't get overwhelmed, I don't feel anxious. And learning that new form of communication is helping me propel forward into the rest of my life. So thank you for therapy, and if you ever feel hesitant on therapy or you want to learn what it did for me, then don't hesitate. Send me a DM on the X, Blue Sky, or on Facebook, and I'll be ready to help you out. So that's that. Check out AmethystADV.com, by the way, for the Amethyst Adventures novel, which is heavily inspired on RPGs like Final Fantasy, like SUIKODEN, but also involves sometimes exaggerated forms of my personal life and parts of that. So it might be a therapeutically based novel for you as well. Thank you for tuning in. This is an IRL side quest update with some Fall Guys victories. Let me know if you enjoyed it by clicking the like button, subscribing for more, and I'll see you in the next video. As always, may your pixels be plentiful and your adventures prosperous.